Hello, so today's video, by the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe as it really helps, is going to be about an alternative to this because I used to have the Speedmaster First Amiga in space and I sold it, and the reason for that was because I wasn't wearing it enough. I didn't like it enough to justify keeping, £4,000 watch. So I've been looking for alternatives because chronographs are really useful and they're something that I actually use in my life, and I also did like the look of the Speedmaster as well and the way it wore, the size of it. So tell me in the comments if you think there are any alternatives to this watch. I mean, this particular one I think is a particularly good one. Just some shots of the Speedmaster to make me miss it. And to be honest, I don't really miss it. I don't regret selling it, and I've not really looked back since in that sense. So the watch that is the alternative is the Seiko Speedtimer, and I think it's a relatively new release, and you can see it on the screen here. It comes in 4 different colours, and it's a quartz solar powered chronograph. This particular one's gold. It's 39mm. It's got a sapphire crystal. Got all the usual things you would expect with a chronograph. It's got 100 meters water resistance, and the reason that I'm making this video really was because I walked past a jeweler today and I actually saw the watch in person for the first time, and I thought, okay, 39mm, it sounds like a good size, but it looked really good in terms of the size of it. It looks small. Actually, that's what I would say, and I like that because I've got a small wrist. You can see the 4 colorways on here. There's a white, there's a gold, there's a blue and a black, and I think obviously people have started to call it a Seitona because it looks a little bit like the Rolex Daytona. The white is probably my favorite, but I'm thinking I can't see that as much online, so maybe that's fell foul to the hard to get brigade. But I do like the gold one. I don't think I'd get black because I have too many black watches, but I think this seems like an excellent alternative to the Speedmaster, particularly a more affordable one. If you want a Speedmaster, an Omega Speedmaster, this watch is probably not going to replace that for you. But if you want a chronograph that's similar in aesthetics to it, good quality, and around about the same size and the same wearability, this is just brilliant. In fact, in some ways, it's actually better than the Speedmaster because it's 100 meter water resistant, and I really didn't like the fact that the Speedmaster didn't have that water resistance because it meant that you couldn't wear it in the pool and take it on holiday and things like that. I might get the gold one if I decide to get it. This particular watch is £590. For a quartz chrono, it is relatively expensive, but I expect high quality from Seiko. Some might disagree with me, but when I've bought a Prospex watch, I've never been disappointed by its quality. Tell me what you think of this watch, and tell me if there are any other alternatives you can think of. Thanks very much. Bye.